If you had to do either of two things, if you had to stand on a horse or be among a group of people socialising and you had to basically socially interact, which one would you find harder? Would it be standing on a horse or socialising? I actually find standing on a horse a lot easier than socialising. I have a lot of difficulty in understanding what people say to me. For example, I could take what someone says completely literally. I don't like change in a lot of cases. One time for tea, my family and I were having chicken and chips. However, the chicken was done before the chips were. So I had the chicken off my plate, and then I put my plate to the side, ready for the chips. And then I left the kitchen. And then came back into the kitchen and my plate had gone. Where was my plate? When I was a young child, the world was a terrifying place. Going into shops was terrifying. Just living life was terrifying. Through a lot of my childhood, as I was getting older, this was maybe around sort of juniorish age, maybe from about sort of 8 to 11, that kind of thing. I was starting to feel like I was different from other children, even though I didn't know that I had autism at this point. I was starting to feel like I was quite different, and I found out I had autism when I was 11 years old. I was in hospital with an asthma attack. And all these doctors and nurses kept on coming up to my mum, who went with me to the hospital, and asking her questions. And my mum kept on, giving the usual information like, oh, he's on a gluten-free diet, etc., etc., etc. And she also spelt out some letters. The letters were AUTISM.